Hey guys, what's going on? It is Chris here. We are looking at today's NBA price picks for the 21st. We're going to focus on the two games today. There are other games on the slate, but we're not going to focus on those. Those are for Tuesday. So we're just going to focus on today's Monday. So, as a moral, if you guys do find this information helpful, if you guys could leave a like, I appreciate it. I really do. It's free for you guys to do. And also, like I said, hit that subscribe button as well. That is free. Turn on notifications. You guys know when we post videos. And like I said, all this content is free. So we do NBA and MLB, and we're going to be doing WNBA as well here coming up. So, the DFS side is looking pretty good for us for the NBA. Only scored a 268.5 last night, but I did a small single entry tournament with less than 15 people, so came in second, won $900. Definitely a good W for the DFS side. So if you guys are interested in the DFS side, like I said, it's only $15 for the playoffs. For the first two rounds of the playoffs, which is about 2 weeks. If you guys want to get in on that, check us out on our Twitter. We also have our free lineups that we post on Twitter as well. Our Twitter's in the comment section below. Click that link. Like I said, follow us. We'll give you guys a follow if you want premium prize picks or premium, FanDuel. Let us know and we'll get you guys in. All right, so let's go look at a little bit. We're going to focus on points, rebounds, and assists and fantasy score just in this video. Like I said, if there's any other categories you guys would love for me to look at in the future, I could definitely go and break those down. But there's so many of them, so I'm just going to focus on those two for now. So we got New York taking on Detroit. The first game, it was 123, 113, so it was a slight up pace here for Detroit. I just don't know. I mean, I don't really want to trust, Tim and Beasley a lot. I don't like trusting them. 14.5 is really dang low, though, for a guy that's going to be needed here in the playoffs. And I think his veteran presence, I don't know. I just think 14.5 is a little low. They need him here. He's going to be playing 30, 35 minutes. So I don't know. I don't mind it there. Josh Hart at 28.5. I think this is almost a steal. Yeah, I get it. He has not hit it recently. You got to remember, most of those games he hasn't really been playing a ton. And then last game when he did play against Detroit, he had foul trouble. Played 8 minutes in the first half and still almost hit it. So, and he played 15 minutes less than he usually does. So, yeah, I don't mind Josh Hart. I think he's in a good spot at 28.5. If you could hit that, um, I think if you're looking for a one-off, maybe Malik Beasley, but he's kind of the same boat as Tim Hardaway. These guys are pure shooters, so maybe you can go just for the straight points if you want to. But like I said, those guys are a little bit riskier, even though their lines look pretty nice. Towns at 38.5. I think it's doable. Do I want to touch it? No, but I think it's definitely doable. If you think Harris is going to pop again, you can, but he did shoot almost over 50, 55%, so it's hard for him to usually do that. This could be your wild card play, Michael Porter Jr. Is he gonna get 19.5? Like, what is his role gonna be in the playoffs? Because last game it looked horrendous for him. So we'll see. Jamal Murray did shoot 20 times last time, so at 27.5, you can look at him, high usage rate. Um, Christian Brown, another guy, he played 40 plus minutes last time. 20.5, if he's playing 40 minutes, a guy that you can consider, not a favorite play, but a guy you can consider since he's playing such high minutes. And one other guy I wanted to highlight here, well, obviously Westbrook, 17.5. I feel like that's an easy one. But I want to look at Chris Dunn. And the reason why I want to look at Chris Dunn is only if he starts, I like him. And hopefully he continues starting. He plays 30 plus minutes, doesn't really do a ton, but, he's not too bad here once in a while. So you could always look at points and assists as well if that's a category that he's better at, because he's not really a rebounder. So points and assists, you could definitely go look at Chris Dunn. But I think he could get it done if he starts. And those are the other games for tomorrow. So let's go look at the fantasy score real quick for you guys. I love looking at fantasy score as well. All right, so one I want to kind of look at here is Mitchell Robertson, and this for me is like a risky one because my models have him at 20.5 fantasy points. But the good thing about Price Picks is 3 points for a block, unlike DraftKings is two, and that obviously helps out Mitchell Robertson here a little bit. So the only thing, like I said, doesn't play a ton of minutes, but he's definitely a fantasy point per minute guy. I could see him hitting that. Maybe you could look at first half or something, but I could definitely see him hitting that. Another guy like Sid, Josh Hart, 35.5. I think he can hit that. 31.4. and like I said, playing 15 less minutes than he usually does, and a guy that can get a couple steals and blocks, and that's going to help him out. So, Josh Hart, I do like the over on the 35 and a half. Um, I could see the over on Murray, but that also could be right where he's going to be. Ivak Zubat, another one that's going to be right where he's going to be, 38 to 40, I think. So they got him positioned well. Like I said, Norman Powell, is this dude gonna have a good playoff at all? He's hurting. I keep saying he's hurt, but this is a guy that can absolutely go off at any moment. Yes, Kawhi is taking a little bit more usage. Powell doesn't have to be the main guy like he was in the beginning of the year. So and then, like I said, another one to maybe look at is Chris Dunn, 16 and a half fantasy score. It's not a lot. He's hit it 4 out of the last 5. Hit it in the playoffs against Denver a couple of nights ago, 21-1. So 16-5, I think, is a little low for Dunn. So I'd take that over his PRA if you had the pick. And then Russell Westbrook's 23 and a half. I feel like that's really low, too. It looked like they're going to have him part of this definitely have him going in the playoffs. They didn't really play Pickett a ton. So 23 and a half, low, especially with the energy that Westbrook brings. And we saw that last game as well. So, yeah, Dunn and Westbrook, don't mind those overs at all. So that's kind of what we're looking at there. Like I said, guess let's go look at points and assists real quick. All right. Where's Dunn? There he is, 8.5. So yeah, as you can see, this is a little bit more of his category instead of the rebound. So points and assists, I could see the over on that one. So I like that a little bit more than PRA for Dunn. So that's kind of what we're looking at, guys. That's more. If you guys want to come join us, we would love for you guys to come join us. Westbrook as well. That's a pretty easy one at 15, since that's what he does: shoot the ball and likes to assist once in a while, or you could look at his points and rebounds. But anyway, that's what we're looking at. A little bit shorter video, but like I said, there's only so much you can talk about on a 2-gamer. But I mentioned quite a bit of plays that I do like. Definitely hit those as soon as you can, because Prizepicks definitely may bump it once they see people go into it. So yeah, like I said, once again, DFS was really good for us last night. If you want to come join us for the DFS side, only $15 for the first 2 rounds of the playoffs. Like I said, won $900 last night, and the night before we won 400. And like I said, this is all for premium. So, and like I said, we also have our free lineups as well. Check us out on our Twitter. That will be in the comment section below. Click that link, give us a follow. We'll follow you guys back, and just let us know. Hey, we'd love to get in on the free ones or premium. And like I said, we can get you guys in on today. And if you want to do price picks, we're going to give you 6 to 8 picks that we like per day, and you guys can do whatever you want with those. With that, make any slips, a 2 or 3 man slip if you want to. So once again, thank you for watching. I appreciate it, guys, and we'll see you guys here in the next one.